This is the 2024 Kia Carnival in the SX trim level, which is the highest trim level here in Canada. Of course, in the USA, you can get the SX Prestige, which also has memory seats on top of this. Now, under the hood, this Kia has a very nice, a very simple 3.5 liter V6. It makes 290 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque. It drives the front wheels via a very good 8-speed automatic transmission. And of course, it is front-wheel drive. So there's no all-wheel drive for this very nice and simple Kia. It has no hybrid. It has no nothing. It's very simple and very good looking, which is one of its advantages. Prices here in Canada for this SX trim level are just under $50,000. So it's also quite affordable compared to everything else. So we're going to see how it compares against the Chrysler Pacifica, which we have next week. I'm going to go pick that up pretty soon. But look at this. This is a very good looking minivan. And it has all the features that you really need. For example, it has a power tailgate. So you press the little button and you move to the back and kabam. Look at this. It even has the stowaway seats. Lots of capacity. Look at this big trunk. Has these pockets on the side, so for extra stuff. Over here it has a plug, 12 volt and a 110 volt. As you can see, rear passengers even get USB ports. They get little privacy curtains. They have ventilation on the ceiling, nice LED lighting, cup holders. The front seats you can slide back and forth. And for these guys to come out, you basically lift them up and then pull the strap, and voila, the seat is up. Quite easy to do, quite easy to get it dirty also. And then when you want to do the reverse procedure, anyway, it's pretty simple. Let's go have a look at the back seats. So, of course, it has a sliding power door. So you pull the handle and da-da-da-da-da-da. The rear seat is open. As you can see, this is what a minivan is going to look like with little shit left over from your children. But look, this has two really neat features. A, you can slide it back and forth, or you can slide it left to right. Very interesting, I would say. And also has a chaise mode. So captain chairs in the back, lots of room, dual sunroofs, as you can see. We're going to talk about the rear occupants shortly. Of course, we have a button right here, which is the power open and close. Nets behind the seats for stuff. Lots of room back there, a little pocket underneath, more plugs, more cup holders. It has this slit thing for the phone, which is very convenient. USB ports on the side of the seats. Their own climate control on the roof. Cameras here for the rear view passenger stuff. But let's have a look at the rear seat. What does it feel like to be inside? So, I am now inside the Carnival. I'm going to press the button here to close the door. It closes quite smoothly, I would have to say. There's a very large curtain here that you can lift up. And when you open the window, it doesn't go all the way down. It has this little safety thing for the children, which is fine. The rear seats here are heated and ventilated, which is a very big plus. And as you can see, I can demonstrate the slide back and forth. Whee! And I can go really back, actually. Like, this is how far back I can go. It is actually insane. Look at the amount of legroom that I have now. I can like literally just cross my legs like this. It is insane how far back I can go. And then I can pull the other lever and I can go left to right, which is also really cool. But the most cool thing I can do is press this little button here. See this? It's supposed to make it into a chaise. So let's try it out. Press and hold. Oh, I am getting tilted backwards. Oh, very backwards. Very nice. And then I can even extend the thing on for my legs, which is going to make it into a real chaise. Let's try that too. So I'm going to push this button here upwards. Oh, and a nice little pillow is bringing my feet up. Oh my God, how amazing is this? Maybach minivan. Look at that. I am like seriously comfortable back here. Like, look at me. I could literally just go to bed here, have a nap. This is good for parents too. When they're waiting for their kids, you can just do this and have a nap while your kids play soccer or something. So this is a pretty practical back seat, I would say. Has very nice features. And then when you press and hold the button to return the seat to its original position, I'm just disappointed it doesn't do the, oh, it does do the foot thing at the same time. Very nice. It didn't extend it when I was trying to go into the chaise position, but okay. All good. Lots of room. I can fit in the back seat too. There's very good room for everybody. Let me slide. Holy, it's like a little roller coaster here. Whee! You can go so. I never remember seeing seats that can slide so far back. And this left to right is also very cool because it opens a big passageway here. So I can just walk and make my way to the back seat. And now this is the leg room I have with this seat being in a position that also has very good leg room. So it's a pretty spacious back seat, I would have to say. I would have to use my back to lift the armrest, the headrest, sorry. Yeah, I'm comfortable. And I have ventilation up here. I have a USB port here. I would go on a trip, no problem. And at the same time, behind me like this now, there's a lot of trunk room. I like this minivan, and you know what? It's also pretty nice to drive. The interior quality is actually pretty nice, I would say. It feels kind of luxurious. It has nice materials, piano black. It's combined all the stuff together very nicely. Fit and finish is good. There's no rattles or squeaks that much, really. It feels like a upscale premium vehicle, which is nice in a minivan. Only the Pacifica can really match this nice interior. Well done. Technology is pretty nice. You get cameras for the rear passengers. You get the talk button, so you can talk to them through the excellent Bose sound system that plays very well. You also have all the modern driving assist stuff. So you get lane keep assist and adaptive cruise, all the collision mitigation stuff. It's a very modern and it's a packed vehicle. No heads-up display. Other than that though, it's pretty loaded with technology. And I really like these slots here for keeping your phones. It's a shame it doesn't have wireless CarPlay, but at least they thought about where to put your stuff. Obviously the competition is the Grand Caravan / Pacifica. It is the Odyssey, the Sienna, so from Honda, Toyota. This thing, the really good things about it is that it's simple, has V6 front wheel drive. It feels a little bit smaller. It's not really, according to its dimensions, but it feels a little bit more compact compared to the other competitors. It is cheaper to buy, definitely. It is fully loaded, especially in this SX trim level. It's good looking, don't you say? It also has LED lighting and all the modern stuff here. I can't complain at all. It has some pretty cool things. The key looks nice. Performance-wise, the engine is pretty strong, very smooth. Very occasional jitters on light acceleration. So overall, I have to say the drivetrain has more than adequate performance to it. No complaints. It also doesn't consume a lot of fuel. My combined average is 11 liters per 100 kilometers, which is 20.5 miles per gallon, which is not bad at all. It can also tow 3,500 pounds, which is a very nice thing about it. Handling is pretty good also. It's pretty safe on the road. It has McPherson struts in the front and a multi-link rear suspension, which is quite nice to actually see in these kind of vehicles. It's also pretty comfortable over bumps. It soaks up most of the road's imperfections quite easily, so no complaints there at all. Overall, I think it's a very likable minivan. I mean, there's very little to nag about. So if you're in the market for a minivan, I think this is a definite must-see. It is an outsider, like, you know, the usual minivans are the Americans and the Japanese, but Koreans here, they have stepped into the game quite nicely. I like what they've done here. It's a very good product. I can definitely recommend that you need to check one of these out. It is a very nice minivan. Go have a look.